There's the mill at the corners, and you can see a trickle of water right through the center of the foundation.
There's a place in Ontario where the area's lights were powered by a dam, but to turn them off, someone had to walk downhill and shut them off manually. It's also the location of an early phone company, and for a time, that settlement had mills, factories, its own resort fishing pond, and a cemetery of botanical significance. But today, almost none of it survives the way you'd expect. This was Red Cloud, also known as the Dawson Creek Settlement, founded shortly after the War of 1812 by early settlers tied to the lumber trade. It grew into something far more complex than most frontier towns. Where did Red Cloud even get its name? Was it named after the great native chief? Or for the journey of the Israelites in Exodus 40 verse 38? No one really knows. Robert Dawson was the driving force behind the industry of the community, and because of him, it became one of the first places in the area to experiment with hydroelectric power. But there's one detail people don't expect when they visit what's left: the cemetery. The Red Cloud Cemetery dates back to the 1850s. Instead of being maintained like most pioneer cemeteries, it's now purposely covered in rare, tall prairie grass, one of the last surviving pockets of this in all of Ontario. Gravestones sit half hidden inside of this significant botanical site.
Here's a prime example of that prairie grass. And we're walking towards the fence, which is outside of the old school foundation. And the school was just in those trees there. Here's the mill foundation right at the corner. Another birch tree. Birch trees love foundations. Never fails. Looking southward. And there's two foundations right here. Right here.
This contrast, industrial settlement, early electricity, early phone service, thriving mills, and tourism, against a cemetery being reclaimed by rare prairie grass, is where Red Cloud starts to feel less like a ghost town and more like something that never fully returned to normal.